Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. We are doing another live today with Alicia, and we're going to learn all about her business. And you know my co-host over there, Greg.
Hi, everyone.
And Jeff in the background. He's leading.
Hi, and goodbye.
We're really professional over here.
Yes.
Anyway, we have Alicia with us today. So we just met Alicia a couple of weeks ago at a very interesting and wonderful fun event at By Your Side Dance Studio. And so she came to us there and we met her. And here she is. So Alicia, tell everybody what you do and how long you've been doing it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Alicia, and I am a financial strategist. So what does that mean? That means that I help people with protecting their wealth, growing it as well, saving money on taxes, planning for the future. It's just an array of things, so that's why I say I'm a financial strategist. I look at where you're at and what your needs are, and we make a financial plan for you from the first step to the next step, and we keep going from there to see what it is that you need.
Do you work primarily with individuals or companies?
I work with individuals and businesses as well.
Okay.
Yes, because there are like a lot of tax advantage things that business owners could use to save money on taxes.
Right.
Sure. And how did you learn all this? How did you train for this?
Okay, so I think a lot of us get into what we do through personal experience. So I'm a first generation Latina. My parents are immigrants. And they came to the U.S. and they worked and they provided for us, but that's all they knew how to do was work, and not really how to build wealth or even save for themselves. And then now me as an adult, I'm a single mom to 2 girls, and seeing, I live in LA, it's a very expensive city to live in, so I was like, what is going on here? Like, there's a lot of people struggling, and I have degrees and stuff, why is it so hard? And so I was like, hey, we're going to fix this. And I'm the kind of person that I just jump all in. And I started researching finance through the lens of Latinos, because we're very communal when it comes to money, not like the traditional things that you hear per se, like on a Dave Ramsey show or something. We're different when it comes to money. And so I started literally, like, remember I was telling you things just happen? I went to Latina Fest for the first time. I heard about it because I was researching other Latinas in finance. And then I went to Latina Fest and I met these women who were doing the things that I wanted to do, where it was learning about finances for our community and how we can help ourselves, help our families, and then spread this knowledge into our communities.
When you say communal,
Yeah.
do you mean that it's like shared money?
Like like someone needs it, we give
You're
it.
very generous.
Sometimes we strain ourselves, which is also learning boundaries in that sense, because if we have to strain ourselves, we will for someone that needs it. Traditionally, I don't know if that's the right word, but we take care of our elders because they usually don't have a retirement plan.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm also an immigrant, and I think that every culture that is not American, I think it's a lot more of that family environment that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in my culture, we don't push the kids out at 18.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
lives together.
Okay,
When
yeah.
you get married, you live with your parents or your in-laws. You work in the family business.
Yeah, okay, so yeah.
So I think that's interesting that, so have you been able to teach people to build that more of between the generations rather than individually?
So I've worked like a lot of people I approach and I ask them, I start asking questions like, are you set for this? Are you set for that? And they come to me. And I've noticed that there's a different range. Like older generations will come to me and start thinking, well, about my retirement. Then I have people, like midlife that are thinking about their younger kids. And then I also have like younger kids, like very young, like in their 18s, 20s, that are also like, okay, they're more aware now, which is awesome
That's
about
good.
building wealth. So yeah.
But don't you find that a lot of the younger people are not doing like the purchasing of the homes and things like that?
Yeah, because it's expensive.
Yeah, they're not as interested either. It doesn't seem like.
Well,
because it doesn't seem possible. I mean,
Yes,
it's so
that's
out, it's so
that's
out
the
of
message
reach.
that I get. Yes,
Yeah.
it's
not
just so expensive, and these are the kind of things that I talk about. Like, you know, if my parents had known about the things that I know now, the products that I know, where to put the money, how to grow the money, how to not just save but make the money grow, how different would mine and my siblings' lives be? So now I know this, so my daughter's lives will be different. They will have the money to buy that house
Wow.
Yeah.
because I've set them up since they were young.
How do
That's
you
good.
begin to set somebody up then? Yeah. What?
Oh, you can start setting
Right when they're born.
Yeah.
as soon as they have a social security number. And the youngest person I set a plan up for is 4 months old.
Oh, good.
Their
Wow.
mom was like, she understood the policies that I have, and
The
she's
mom, not the
well, the mom and the dad, but
But I mean, if
not
you
the
think
former.
about like if your parents started saving for you since you were born, by the time you're 18, you'd have like if you never touched it or you had some investments or whatever, you'd have a good little nest egg.
But,
You
but
know?
a lot of people don't do that.
they don't know.
No.
Right. They don't think about it.
Because I've even come across like, you know, small business owners, and they're like, yes, I have this for my daughter and that, and I'm like, well, do you have a tax advantage account for them where they can grow money, like, you know, without having, they don't know about it. There's a lot of things that I didn't know of. I was like,
Sure.
wow.
And even if you do a little at a time, it adds up over years. You don't
And
have to go crazy
yes,
with it. You can
and
just-
that's the whole thing too, because a lot of people think you need like a magic big number because they've probably gone somewhere where they're like, okay, come back to me when you've got like $100,000. Who's got $100,000 just sitting around? They're not taught that it doesn't matter. Start now. Start with $100 a month. I know you've got it. I know you've got $100 a month. You can do it, and start from there. And that's what kind of it gives you the flexibility later to have more money, but also the motivation to want to keep doing it.
Even like I don't know if you've ever seen people do this, where it's sort of like a challenge where you take like a jar, like a mason jar, and every week you just put $5 in it, you know, just like a vacation fund,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And even that will, at the end of the year, will get you a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
But people just, I mean, you're spending $5 on a coffee,
Yes.
you know,
More.
every day.
It's so expensive now. I got a latte yesterday for like $10.
Wow.
A small one.
Glad I don't have that habit.
A small latte for I was like $10. Okay.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that's
That's
crazy.
nuts. Yeah.
That is nuts. I thought it was like $3-4.
No,
really? Oh,
It's
wow.
at
I
least
don't
7,
drink-
8,
I
9,
don't
10
drink
bucks.
that
Yeah,
stuff,
it's
so-
not. It's
Yeah.
not cheap.
No, not anymore.
So you do that every day. Think about if you save that money.
Yes.
You know, if you
And
did
then
that.
if you had a strategy to save that money, because
Right.
instead of putting it in a regular savings account, you put it, like, for example, in a high yield savings account that's growing interest.
Yeah, but it's not like how it used to be back in the day where you got a lot more interest. It's just
You don't, yeah, right now, especially with the rate cuts, yeah, they're a little lower, but traditional banks give you what, 0.001%?
Yeah, it's bad unless you get like a CD or something.
Yeah, a CD, or like, I always suggest that you have your emergency fund in a high yield savings account, because it's at least gaining like 3.4% interest at the least, I think, right now. There are some that are maybe 4%. It's better than a regular bank where it's doing nothing.
So
Just sitting there.
your strategy includes high yield interest
Savings accounts,
yeah.
yeah. Those,
But
yeah.
what else does it include? Does it include stocks, bonds?
I work with IULs, life insurance policies that offer cash savings, and also annuities that help you plan for retirement so that you have protected retirement for life.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you're talking about life insurance, can you explain the cash part that you?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't know about that.
Okay, yes. This was the one, because Yeah, when you hear life insurance, I think most people tune out because they're thinking of like an 80s term where it's a term insurance and it ends after 30 years or something. And not at all that anymore.
Until you die.
Yeah. Or what do I want the death benefit for? I'm dead. I'm not going to. Like, no, that's not
Hard to
at all.
spend money then, yeah. It doesn't work.
Not at all like that. I'm telling you, if I knew about these things when I was way younger.
Yeah.
But these are indexed universal life insurance policies. And they have 3 components to them. They are life insurance policies, so yes, they do have a death benefit to them. But then they have a living benefits part to them. So living benefits are if you get sick in life with a chronic or terminal illness, you can tap into your death benefit, the amount of the death benefit, to help you pay for any expenses that you need that, for instance, the insurance won't cover for you, or you want other things, or you need other things to live comfortably with what's going on with you. So those are the first 2 parts of it. And then it has a cash savings component. This is the part. A portion of your premium every month goes into a cash savings account. And that's what I was talking about. It's an index account. So in this account, your money is growing. And it's depending on where the market's at, 7 to about 9%. And it grows. It mirrors the market, but it's not invested in the market. So it has a ceiling and it has a floor. And this is why I like teaching it to communities that are not millionaires, billionaires, that, well, if I lose $1 million, it didn't hurt that bad. This is the way to grow wealth that's protected. Because it does mirror the market, but let's say the stock market goes up, you go up. You're not going to rise as much as the stock market because you have a ceiling, but you're going up. It goes up, you go up. But if the stock market drops, you at least stay here. You don't lose. Your money stays there protected. You may not gain anything that year, but at least what you already grew stays there. Because it's not tied to the stock market. It mirrors the stock market.
Okay.
So, and that's why we talk about time. That you need time to grow your money. So when we start them young, could you imagine that money growing at 7 to 9% the whole,
It's too late for us now.
Yeah,
Basically what she's saying.
I'm getting jealous. Now you're just rubbing it in. But that's okay.
I tell my daughters, I'm so jealous of you. Can someone adopt me?
I know, right?
They're set. They're good. I'll never have to worry about
You have
them.
2 daughters.
I have
One
2
is
daughters.
here with her,
Yes.
with us today. And she's 18?
17.
17.
Yeah.
And how old is the other one?
She's 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
And they're rich.
They're already rich.
They're rich.
They're never going to
Don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
We don't want guys to come after
Yeah, that's what
to
I'm
marry
worried
them
about
for
right
their
now.
money.
Yeah, stay away.
No, they're smart girls. Yes, and then there's also other things like annuities where your money will also grow protected, and there are different plans. Like, for example, let's say you have a chunk of money that's not doing anything in a bank account, in a regular bank account. If you put it inside of an annuity, depending what company you're with, the company pays bonuses, but your money is growing at least at 10% every year. And then when you're ready to start, like, basically like planning your retirement and pay yourself a monthly salary on it, your money is protected for life.
If you guys just joined us, this is Alicia, and she is a financial strategist, and she is telling us all sorts of information about financial strategies that could help you make more wealth with your money, and also to start your children off at a younger age. So if you have questions, please put them into the comments and we will read them out loud and she can answer them for you. And if you're watching it on the rerun, she can still answer them. She's tagged on this, so we can definitely do that. If you are watching on any of our lives here, we've gone live in different spots
Stuff all
today.
over the place today. Yeah,
Where do I live?
I think we're on
Just
channel
straight up.
7. I think it's on the TV. We're on that channel.
There's a cameraman you guys can't see back there.
Yeah,
This is all facts, though, okay? I I know, the news isn't always reporting the facts lately.
Right? Oh gosh, okay. Never mind, it's just us.
That's right.
You gotta filter through it.
Yeah.
We're being factual here, okay?
Yes, I promise.
Okay. You swore her in when we
Yes.
got
Swore
here.
her in, we
Missed
made
that.
a promise to
You
only
can
tell
Google
the
everything I'm
truth.
saying, I promise.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, yes, put your questions and comments in here and we will answer them for you. What else do you want people to know? Do you have a name for your business? Are you an independent?
Yes, so I was just talking about this. Like, there's so many things going on right now, and I'm like having to put everything together. So yeah, I gotta go do my DBA, but I do have a name. On Instagram, I'm Alicia the Finance Coach.
Okay.
I'm also on TikTok under the same name. But I've just decided it's going to be AM Financial Strategist because
Okay.
my initials are AM,
That works.
and I'm a morning person, so I was like, oh, that goes
wow.
together.
All right. That goes
Yeah.
really
I have
well.
all my morning customers.
I can help
Very
you
I'm
with
not a morning person.
I love mornings. My daughter would tell me, like, yeah, she likes mornings too much.
Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely, I wake up late.
But one of the messages that I really want to get out there because I'm passionate about it is like, start now. There's no right time, no right moments, because I do hear a lot of like, okay, let me just pay this off. And I'm like, no, because you don't know what will happen. What if that credit card debt takes you years to pay off? And we talked about you need that compound interest. You need that time. So my biggest message is like, just don't wait. You can do it. You can cut out a $10 coffee every other day to pay for a small plan even to get you started.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the $10 coffee. If you get coffee 7 days a week, that's $70 on coffee.
Yes, and there are people that do that. I mean,
That's crazy.
Or that eat out all the time. I don't know how they do that.
yeah, it is crazy. It's part of they have to have it. I mean, that's their thing. Cappuccinos are very expensive. Coffee itself is
So
expensive.
that's $70 a week,
Yeah.
and that's almost $300 a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Plus, they probably tip.
There is the payment for your plan.
Yeah.
And it does, there it is for you
Just
to start growing
stop
some
buying
money.
coffee, okay?
Just buy a Keurig and just call it a day.
Call,
yeah.
call Alicia and take that $300 and invest it in her
Start growing your
plan.
money, please, because you've got it. That's
Oh
my
my
biggest
gosh.
message is, start now. Don't wait, because
Okay.
I'm glad I don't have these habits.
What if somebody does wait? Like somebody's 50. What do you do?
we can still work on some things. Still at 50 years old, yeah, we still can.
And
Even at
when I
55.
get there, I'll call you. But in the
Okay.
meantime, but it's.
I told you it's
I mean,
too late for us, Greg.
It's
I'm just
never
trying to
too
offer
late.
some optimism for some friends out there who are similar in age.
There's okay, for life insurance, we know that life insurance, or if we don't know, life insurance is tied to your age and your health.
Correct.
And that's why you always hear, get your life insurance when you're young. But when you're young, you're like, what? I'm so healthy.
Yeah, and that's
Talking
a
about, I
huge-
go to a gym.
Yeah, that's a huge problem, and that's why a lot of seniors don't have a plan to take care of them later because they didn't know they would ever be sick or ever need it.
Yeah,
You always feel healthy.
always,
you feel
yeah.
good, and then one day,
Now I need it. Yeah, I've gotten some where I'm just like, they're a lot, they're on the way older side, and I'm like, the best I can do at least is like a funeral expense plan, at least, because funerals are expensive, and we see a lot of times GoFundMe's and things like that to fund a funeral, and that's very sad.
Sure.
And when it could have been for like $30 a month.
So I'm old. I can admit it. When I was younger, I worked in large corporations, and we had major benefits, crazy benefits that are not offered anymore
Sure.
anywhere. And I used to sit there and go, I don't need this stuff. I have a terrible attitude about it, right?
Yeah.
I don't need this stuff. I'm young, I'm healthy, I don't need all this, But it's funny, now I think about it, I wish there was more of that,
I wish I could go back a few years too and take advantage of some of what I have. But again, it's the last thing on your mind when you're young.
I'm fine, yeah, because like for example, my daughter's policies, when you get a life policy, that's your policy at that rate. They whatever happens in the future, you get sick, whatever, they cannot cancel you,
They can't
and
change
they
it.
can't change it.
Okay.
even companies used to give you life insurance benefits.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, for those of you who just joined, I'm seeing some of your comments here. For those of you who just joined, Alicia is a financial strategist, and we are talking about financial strategies, how it's never too late and it's never too early to start with your children. The minute they're born, hey, I know a lot of my friends out there, we're all becoming grandparents here. I mean, you know, start with those grandchildren.
What a
you
great
missed it with your kids.
Especially right now, like with the holidays, like all the things that are out there, like why not? I know that your grandchildren probably will hate you for not getting them whatever is the trend lately in shoes or toys, but when they're adults, they will really appreciate it. Yes, they will.
So I know many of my friends are having grandkids right now, and so it's not too early to start, according to her.
Nope.
You can contact her. Her Instagram, or no, you're not on Instagram.
I am on Instagram. That's like my biggest platform. Alicia, the finance coach.
Alicia, the finance coach. Okay, and then you can also reach her through us here at Culver City Biz. I do go live on my personal as well, just because I used to do it before, and a lot of you appreciate watching some of these different businesses, so I continue to do it. And Alicia is going live on hers as well. So between all of those, you can definitely reach out to her. She has programs or different
plans, policies
plans
that we can use to help you start growing something real, like making sure that you're taken care of. And what I didn't finish mentioning when we were talking about the IULs and the cash savings, so when you have money in a 401k or things like that, you can't just take it out because I need a down payment for a house. Like it's not that easy. And also
there's penalties that you have to
30%,
pay.
I think it is.
Yes,
right now. Yeah, it's
yes,
pretty crazy.
it's high. And then you know, they tell us it's tax deferred, but the key word is deferred.
Yes.
So you're going to pay taxes on it eventually. So imagine you're at your retirement peak and you're taking money out, and then all of a sudden you're paying taxes. And what tax bracket will you be in then?
That's right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, what write-offs will you have? I don't know. You're still paying taxes on it. So with the IUL savings, that money, you can actually take money out of it. This was my favorite part about it. Like, for example, my oldest, I got it for her when she was 16. So maybe when she's, you know, older, she'll have money for a down payment for a house. The younger one, we got it for her when she was younger. So by the time she's 18, she'll have money in this account that she can tap into for college books, her first car to drive her to college, back and forth, things like that. You can actually use the money in the account because it's your money that's going in there. You don't have to go to a bank and get a loan, provide your
And
credit,
there's
nothing.
no charge for it, no.
No, the only thing is you have to leave 10% into the account, and that's it.
Okay,
Just leave
that was my
something.
next question. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
but you're not paying fees and having to do applications and things like that.
But the more you take out, the less you have,
Yes,
and
the
so
less you have,
to
yes.
be
Yes.
careful with that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the point is to keep growing, putting money in there, and then
Right.
you can always go in there and overfund it more than your premium. You have a good year, you've got some money,
Okay.
you can put it in there to grow your money
Like a
even
bank
faster.
account.
Yeah,
But a good one.
but a good one, yeah. Yeah,
You wanna-
and it's protected. Your money's protected.
Exactly, and you want to use
Yeah.
that for necessities, like you said, a car or something that you really need.
Or just grow it to supplement
Well,
your
even better.
retirement plan.
Sure.
You know, if you can do that, just grow it to supplement your retirement plan. Yeah.
Why not? I mean, you know, we're all going to retire at some point, right? And nowadays, everything costs so much more money.
Yes, what was it, a statistic? I forgot what percentage, but it was a high percentage of women, especially, retire in poverty. It's really sad.
Wow, that is sad.
Retire in poverty, and then like 60% of Americans are one emergency away from financial disaster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not set up very well.
it's not.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, they don't teach it very well. when they're younger.
They don't
They
teach us
don't.
at home.
They don't teach it
They
at all.
don't
yeah,
teach
it's
it
a
at
better
all.
way to
I
put
mean,
it.
they never taught you like how to balance a checkbook or, do any banking or any of that. I always felt like they should have taught us that at school.
Yeah, I did too, and it's hard to understand the importance of something if nobody's making it important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that with my
something.
kids. I made them, get I got them one of those Kutma accounts,
Yeah.
and when they were younger and got them checking, checkbooks and showed them how to do all that. And,
Yeah.
because I felt like that was
Yes.
important. I wasn't taught any of that either,
Yeah.
We do have some questions. Let's
Okay.
see. How often do you meet your clients?
Okay. So we do an initial conversation, and then after that, we figure out what works for you. But I always suggest that if you're set up with any planner that you work with, you should meet with them once a year, if not twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah, to check your numbers because things change.
Okay.
Things change.
And then, how much do you charge for services?
I don't charge for services. I am commission based only, so you don't pay me anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't pay you, but you get your money from
From the company, yeah. So I get commission based, so you don't pay me anything. Yeah.
Okay. So wherever you bring business to,
Mhm.
that's where you're getting paid from.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you get me a life insurance policy from New York Life, they're going to pay you.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You don't have to pay me anything out of your pocket. Yeah.
Okay, that's great to know.
And you help shop for the best deals, right?
Yeah.
The deal-
Yes. I work with 150 different companies, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'll
What
work.
What do you recommend for someone who is in debt but doesn't have a big check to pay things off? Great question.
That is a good question.
That is the best question.
Yes. So, because when I do financial literacy workshops, I talk about that. We have like a roadmap, and the first one is budgeting, and then it's your debt. So, recommendations that I have, it's case by case, and it depends how severe it is.
Okay.
Do you have to look into some kind of consolidation plan, or are you able to work with methods where you can pay it off, but also contribute to your Okay, so my thing is, I don't recommend waiting till you pay something off because then you're losing the years that we talked about compound interest.
Right.
So we talk about using like the snowball method or something to help you pay off your credit if you're there. But sometimes, and I see this a lot right now because things are so expensive, like debt consolidation maybe to help you pay for that. But you can do both parallel. We just have to look at all your numbers, and it starts with a budget. But that's what I recommend.
Do you help with the budget?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You mentioned the economy the way it is right now. Have you noticed a big impact?
Well, everything's
mean,
expensive.
Yeah.
Yes, I have noticed that people are more conservative with
So it's harder for them to save because they're spending more money.
Yeah, so that's when I say
Necessities.
we gotta eat at home.
Yeah. Okay.
There are even budgeting apps that do that. It's so cool. Like they'll tell you, you get a budgeting app and it will tell you, you need to eat at home a little more.
Yeah.
Stop buying my coffee. Stop buying the coffee. No more coffee for you.
Yeah, cut that out right away. I don't think I'll ever go back
If
again.
you feel
now
the
that we've had
urge
this
to buy a
conversation.
coffee,
Yeah.
call one of us.
I do make my coffees. Just yesterday, my youngest, not her, she's pretty good with money. My youngest, like, mommy, please. Okay, fine. Let's go get something. I was like, we're not doing this again. Like, not for the.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a lot more questions and comments here. Thank you, everyone. Angela's, Vicky, Todd, let's see, Christine. Thank you all for asking questions and coming on here. Is there a minimum amount you suggest putting away each month?
It's a case-by-case basis. So we'd have to, because the thing is that I don't like to tell people you must do this, and then it's going to strain them severely,
Yeah.
and they're not going to
Good
keep
point.
up with it.
Good
I
point.
don't like to do that. I don't do that.
Then it becomes uncomfortable and
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. I promise.
If it's not attainable, it's not
gonna work.
It's not going to work.
That's not what I do.
yeah, okay.
Angela says, great info. Congratulations, Alicia, on your
Thank you.
achievements and what you do for the community.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Let's see. Where's Jeff? Jeff is in the other room.
You missed him earlier. He was standing right behind us. He'll be back.
Oh my God, Todd, you are hilarious. Okay, so some people can't consider if they have a great interest rate on their home. I talk a lot I talked to a lot of people about that. Great interest rate on their home. Well, I think a lot of that refinancing has, kind of tempered down
Yes.
because we were at such a low. We were like at 3%, right? And so, I mean, Jeff will answer that better than anybody.
Yeah.
But now I don't think the refinancing is gonna. It's a cycle. It'll come back. When interest rates drop again. But who knows when that'll happen, right?
Yeah.
To that low.
Yeah.
So we were all lucky if you did refinance at like 3% or so.
Yeah.
You were lucky to have that. I don't think that's going to come back anytime real soon. Let's see. Do you primarily offer financial investment advice or retirement planning too? What is the name of your business? Can you please add this to this chat? Thank you, Alice, for that question. The name of her business is
AM Financial Strategist. Alicia Melchor, Financial Strategist. And you can find me on Instagram at Alicia the Finance Coach. I have a website, aliciafinancial.com. You can financial.com.
And financial
Strategist. And yeah, my website is aliciafinancial.com.
Okay, Alice, I'm putting the website into the chat, so
Thank you.
you'll have it. That's probably the best
I just put her title in there.
to have.
And I'm Alice. My family calls me Alice. Yeah.
Okay, and then her other part of her question was, do you primarily offer financial investment advice or retirement planning too? She does both.
I do both.
What is okay, so I think we got that. She does do both. And then she also can help you with life insurance,
Annuities.
and then like we were talking, I don't know if you joined earlier on, but we were talking about when your kids are born, or like a lot of our friends are having grandkids now, it's not too early to start with them. And by the time they're 18, they could have a really nice nest egg. So it's a great thing, and she can help you with a lot of that kind of strategy as well. And she's also saying that it's not too late for the retirement plans also. So
We just gotta look at your plans. Because another thing when it comes to retirement that I've come across is people that have 401ks that they're like, yeah, I think I have one. I'm like,
I think you have one.
yeah, yes, believe it or not. I'm like, we need to find out. And let's get that money into something where it's doing something for your retirement. Because if you leave a job or something, they're not going to, your money is not doing what it was doing when you were there. And some people don't even know to put it in something else.
A lot of people have it at work and they don't realize what they have.
Right. Oh, that one too.
happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
That happens also with the employer-sponsored life insurance. Like it's not yours, and it's not the same thing as having your own personal plan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Todd is saying budgets are great, but for the people I know in the military, they may not be able to save or budget when they are already in debt. Yeah, when you're in debt, everything seems like it stops, and all you're worried about is paying your debt. Or
feels impossible.
It feels impossible, but that's honestly one of the biggest things that got me going. We hear this a lot. I got divorced, and debt was an issue on my end, so that was hard, but I did it.
Yeah. You'll get through it.
I was determined, like, no, this is not my story. It's going to be something else better.
Did you see Chris's question? Consolidation companies require you to be in debt up to 10K. But what if you're only in debt 2K?
Yeah, no, then that's something that we try to find a way for you to pay it off. 2K seems like something that we should find a way for you to pay it off so that it doesn't impact your credit that much. Yeah.
I don't know, Todd, to your question about your brother. I'll ask Jeff later, or if he's looking at these comments, maybe he can answer. Alice says, great, I'm working on the rule of 55 and 72 to help with my retirement taxes. We'll reach out, Alicia.
Okay. Yes, we can
Great,
chat.
thank you, Alice. And then let's see what else we got here. Okay, and then let me go back to Chris's question. Did you already answer it?
The last one, yeah. Go back I can take a look.
Okay, so what do you recommend? What do you recommend for someone who is in debt but doesn't? Oh, okay,
We got
we
that.
already that one. Consolidation companies require you
Got
to
that
be
one.
in debt. Okay, so
And you already explained how much you charge for your services.
Yep.
Yeah, so, okay. Terrific.
Yeah. we did. We're
I think
On
we
top-
covered it. I think
we're
we
on top
covered
of
it.
the
We
questions.
covered it.
You guys are
Pretty well.
awesome. Thank you so much for all the questions.
Yeah, thanks for all
Yeah,
all
thank
the
We
you.
appreciate that. You know, that's
Yes.
what makes these lives even more interesting is you guys watching and helping with the questions, because we ask a lot of the same things, but you know, different people come on with different ways
Yes.
of
And they're talking to you.
And there are
So-
real
And
life
that's- yeah.
questions happening right now, like
exactly
they're sincere questions.
exactly. It makes it a lot more interesting. So thank you
Yes.
very much for your participation. We appreciate. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Okay, so when did you start this again?
I've been doing this now for like 2.5 years now.
2.5 years? Okay.
Yes.
So do you like being independent where you can be your own boss? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
So-
we wouldn't.
So one of the questions that I have for you is, when you're your own boss, how much harder is it for you to make your own financial strategist, not just for your business, but for your personal as well? Because I feel like that's like a really hard thing to do when you're working for yourself.
Yeah, it is to do it for yourself, because expenses and things are coming at you, or I need this, I need that. And for me also, like, I've been so used to, I do everything. I have to have control. So outsourcing it, because that's the best way to have your books in order. Gloria is my bookkeeper now.
last week's,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a lot of great stuff, and I was like, oh, you walked into my life or something. So, so it is hard to do it yourself.
Worked out really well, yeah.
So yeah, having someone that's going to do your books, that's an investment. I like to use the word investment, because people look at other things like what I'm talking about, like, oh, it's just something else I got to pay. I'm like, nope, it's actually an investment for your future.
It is, and you know, honestly, if you were to hire an employee, if you're starting a business and you had all these employees doing all this stuff, that would also cost you, I think, a lot more money, because then you're talking about, you know, insurances and other benefits that you have to, you know, put into it. So when you are doing consultants, or you know, somebody coming in to do your books, or someone, you know, outsourcing your HR or whatever it is, I think it's easier, because then they're not employed by you.
Yeah.
They're working
Like
kind of.
providing a service, kind
Yeah,
of, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, providing
exactly.
a
That's a
service.
good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do feel like, you know, those are real, and I feel like our economy, or our workforce is going in that direction more and more.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, independent contractors, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And those are also the people too, like, my dad was an entrepreneur, but my dad worked and worked and worked, but did not have a strategy for his money. So financially, his, you know, financial right now is not that great, because he made the money, but where is it? You know, where is it? So being an entrepreneur, it's like having your own team. You know, you need people to help you plan for your own retirement. Because as much as you love what you do, there's going to be a time where you just want to be. And do you have a nest egg for that? You know, they don't. Are you saving money on taxes?
But you said your dad was an immigrant, so
Yes.
you know, I told you I was an immigrant too, so I think my understanding of a lot of it from my mom and my dad, my family that came over from another country, I think they were just so happy to be here, to maybe even just, you know, save enough money to buy a house or something, and that was their, you know, that was their way of doing it. They definitely had a better life, right? And so they came here, worked hard to do the little things that they did, and I don't think that they thought about all the future stuff, you know.
No,
as
they
much.
exactly. They were worried with providing for their kids too.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And,
They were taking care of family, and
Yeah.
you know, they just had to do it. And
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
They did, and they Yeah, I mean, I think very few of them actually did have that thing to even buy a house. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because buying a house was like, wow, I made it. And that was a great accomplishment for them. It was.
Well, and it was like a little savings too.
Yes.
Buying a house was definitely more like a savings,
Yes.
you know. But now it's changed, and especially if you live here in LA, you know, it's not easy to buy a house. It's not like how it used to be. So, you know, I mean, what is your recommendation for people who are interested in buying a house but not quite have enough money to do that yet?
Yeah, what can they do?
What can they do to grow their money? Keep reading forever. No.
No.
That's right.
One of the things that I say about buying a house, why do you really want to have that house? Because sometimes investing could grow your money better. Or buy the property, do you want it to live in? Or do you want a property where you can rent it out, Airbnb it? Know why you really want one, and is it really something that you really want? Because a lot of people have that, I'm still baffled, they have that idea of like a really big house, which is beautiful, I get that. But they're not thinking about all the expenses that a big house comes with.
Yeah. But I think also people just, you know, they pay rent. So if you have an apartment you're paying rent, they think, well, I could be using this money towards a house.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that logic, but is that realistic?
Find yourself a really good broker or real estate agent. I know Griselda is really good at that.
Yeah.
I was not on the let's find a house trajectory. It just wasn't I'm not thinking about that right now. But Griselda has me look, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. So it takes a team, like I said.
Yeah.
You know, I can show you how to grow the money. I've told you how you can grow the money to get paid well interest on it. You know. But you're also going to need the broker and the real estate agent to make that happen because there's different kinds of loans. That's my biggest thing. There are different kinds of loans and programs that a lot of people don't know about too.
Right.
She taught me so much about that.
Yeah, my husband's a loan officer, right?
Okay.
And so I hear him talking all the time about the different products and things that people, use. But it's very interesting, for me, I think my attitude towards buying a house is different, to where I feel like that is money in the bank, that is security, that is, something. Why am I paying someone else's mortgage by paying rent? Is definitely in the top of my head. So
if something happens to the house, if something happens,
yes,
you gotta fix it. There's money.
You have to have that money to be able to. It's an upkeep.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not just the down payment and your payment. Yeah, you put all your money in the down payment, and maybe your mortgage is now what you pay in rent or less, or who knows, But then you hear stories, and I have 2 daughters who rent apartments, and you hear stories of people who are living in these places and the landlord's not fixing stuff for them. Yeah. So then they have to make that choice of fixing it too. And,
do it on their own.
And then it's not your property and you're fixing it.
I honestly, about fixing it yourself, I would not.
So you're saying bail out,
or get a lawyer or something. I would not. No, I would not put money in it myself. I'm pretty persistent.
No, but it's true. It's
wow.
But there is a lot of upkeep, and yes, things come up. Emergencies happen. You might have a plumbing issue. You might have, a leak or something that you have to fix, and it's an emergency, and so you do have to have that.
Yes, I think that when it comes to a house, you really have to sit and think the numbers through. It's not just your down payment and your mortgage payment. Because I even say, if you got a big house, I've had big houses, and it would take 2 days to clean them, and I was like, I never want to do this again. I never want to do it.
Yeah, who wants that? Yeah,
so I'm like, you have to factor in a housekeeper, because you're going to have this house, you're going to go work for it all day long, see your kids for a few hours in the evening, and then spend all weekend cleaning it, cleaning the pool, cutting the grass. Those are all things you need to factor into your mortgage.
What about getting a tent? I mean, that sounds
There you go.
Yeah.
But what are those little houses? Can we all live in one of those little tiny houses?
Tents are easy to clean.
But I mean, you know,
I don't mind the tiny house idea.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
They're pretty cool, you know. I wish that there were more communities of it around the west side, but there aren't.
Yeah.
You know,
put a house somewhere.
instead they just keep building apartments, and I think that you know the apartment idea doesn't allow for that wealth to be built.
The other thing is, because it's so hard to buy a house, it becomes more expensive to rent. Because the landlord knows you need a place to live. Yeah. And you're going to pay more money anyway.
But then you think about like the new, you know, like every time an apartment building shifts hands, right? Someone paid more money for it than what the last owner had it for, right? So they have to make the rent work so that they're not losing any money, right? And so, I mean, this is a cycle, right?
Yeah.
It's something, you know, like it's just going to keep going, right? It's not going to stop. But people don't seem to understand that. Like, okay, if someone just bought this apartment building, you know, they're paying today's market value and their mortgage, right? And so you have to charge more money for that rent. You know, it's unfortunate.
It is a cycle.
It is a cycle.
Yeah, I recommend you just do a lot of research before you buy.
Okay, have we covered almost everything?
So if you why don't you take a second, take 1 minute to tell us exactly what you want everyone to know.
Okay, 1 minute. So
I'm not going to time you.
Not like we did when you saw us by your side.
Yeah, we're not doing that here. We just do that at the other place.
If there's one thing I want people to take away, is that it's very important to have 3 aspects to your money: to protect it, to grow it, and to have a legacy for the future. Those are the 3 things. And in order to do that, you need to start now. You can't wait. You can't wait anymore because that money needs time to grow. So that's my main thing. It's okay. I promise you that there is a way for you to start building something now, whether it's for yourself or for your children or your grandchildren. There is a way to start now.
Okay.
Well said. Wow.
I like that.
I like that. That's a good takeaway.
That's a good takeaway, you know. Well, thank you so much for coming on with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Pleasure. You're great.
I do want to point out to everybody, we are filling up quickly for vendors for our next event, which is on December 4th. It's going to be at the American Legion on Sepulveda in Culver City. And we are having a business fair and a bazaar. So we're going to have at least 20 or so vendors that are going to be different businesses that sell either products or services. And they will all have like little tables, and you can walk around the place. You can buy gifts. If there's things that, you know, are products, you can buy gifts or even services.
Holidays are here. Holidays are here.
Yes, support businesses, local businesses.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So last year, this isn't our first one. This is actually our 3rd one, I believe, for the holidays.
Oh,
for the holiday one, right? This is like our 3rd one. And it's really a fun one. We had a lot of people come through. Last year we did it at the Westmont Senior Living place, and so this year we're doing it at the American Legion Hall. Please come and check it out. It's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock on December 4th. Please RSVP at culvercitybiz@gmail.com and look for the flyer. It's on our group page. There's an event there as well, so look for it. Come find us. Alicia, will you be there?
Yes, I will
there
be there
you go.
for sure.
So you can come meet her in person.
Yes, I'll be there for sure.
Worth it coming just for that right there.
Exactly. You can walk around and check out all the different vendors. We have some really fun little things going on, so come and check that out. And then in January we'll be back to our regular in-person event with Vicky, who is hosting us with All Travel is where she works, so they're hosting us. If you are interested in coming on one of our lives here like this, please contact me. If you are interested in hosting one of our in-person events, please contact me as well. I think I'm sold out till next August. So get yourself in, okay?
Wow.
And thank you everyone for watching. Stay
Thank
safe
you.
out there.
Have a good Thanksgiving too.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back next week, okay? See you guys
Bye,
soon.
guys.
Bye. Have a great weekend.